Welcome to another exciting episode of Uniquely Brutal, the podcast of fine arts and farts. Now, I am Ben Davis, and god damn it, shut off. And I'm never prepared for any of these podcasts, but here I am, another Tuesday night, another day to get more work done. I've been spending most of this day, besides at work today, which are Tuesdays and Fridays, my longest work days. I've been spending most of my day cleaning my fucking basement area, my whole office, my inner little grow area where I grow all sorts of really cool flesh-eating succulents and lots of other neat things, and stick insects. Oh, I love stick insects. But anywho, I've been getting the area prepared and cleaning it all up so that way I can get more growing space, because I got to bring my pots from outside indoors. I have a cool lemon tree, and I have a eucalyptus tree, and I think I'm going to bring in the citronella, and I'm going to also be growing all sorts of bramble indoors. That being roses, blackberry, raspberry, any other types, man. All bramble. The reason that it is so that way I have plenty of food. Live, fresh leaves for my insects to eat, so they have plenty of nourishment over the winter. Another thing I'm doing to get prepared, just in case I don't have enough food to supply these eating motherfuckers. I mean, they're technically like pests, stick insects. They eat a lot. They're vegetarians. They just eat leaves and berries and all other things. I will be cutting a lot of leaves, putting them over inside paper towel, inside plastic bags, mist them nice and good so they're nice and wet and moist, and then put them in the freezer so they get nice and frozen. So that way, during the winter, if I don't have enough food for them, I can just go into the freezer, get some freezed leaves, thaw them out, put them over romaine lettuce, and then they'll have their nutrients. Because romaine lettuce doesn't really have a lot of nutrients. It's basically just fiber and water. If they just eat that, they're going to starve to death. Same thing with the bearded dragon. They're just going to starve to death. But if you put all the appropriate nutrients over that romaine lettuce, they're good to go. They don't give a fuck. So, yeah, which is really crazy, because there's a certain species, like Indian stick insects, they can live their whole lives plenty fine, just eating romaine lettuce. Very fucking strange. But I guess it has just enough nutrients to keep those type of stick bugs alive. Lots of other ones, they usually need bramble. I mean, there's some other species that prefer to have fucking eat various types of ferns, or all types of ferns. I don't know. I'm kind of an idiot when it comes to the exact knowledge. I didn't want to say I'm kind of an idiot when it comes to bugs. No, I'm actually quite knowledgeable when it comes to bugs, but when it comes to the specific knowledge, I can be a little loosey-goosey. I'm not a scientist. I do not have a PhD. I am a hobbyist. I'm not a professional. I'm just a guy who likes to make things and make fart videos. And I want to be a professional podcaster, and I want to be a stand-up comic, and there's a lot of fucking things I want to do. So, I mean, that's the point of this podcast, right? Is to have a fucking... It's a verbal audio diary, and some visuals, too, if you want to look at the fucking visuals. I'm not too much to look at. You can just turn the screen off and listen to the audio. I have an okay enough voice. Kind of. I remember kids from school telling me that I have quite the narrative voice. If I had practiced on my narrative voice, that was 8 fucking years ago. Yeah, because I graduated in 2012. It's 2020. Time surely flies when you're high as fuck. I don't know what to call this particular episode today. I kind of want to continue going on to the fact that, like, why not make this a part 2 of I'm a fuck up? Because I have fucked up a lot. I mean, it's not the reason why I'm doing this podcast, but I'm doing this to help myself, my well-being, my fucking personality, whatever the fuck I am, whatever the fuck I do, and just kind of get it out there in the mainstream, out there in the fucking ether, and whoever likes my stuff, and whoever's repulsed by me won't subscribe to this channel again, and won't ever see my content again. Whatever, you gotta do what you gotta do. But anywho, what the fuck was I just talking about? I'm sweating a lot right now. Let's see, I fucked up a lot. You know what, before I get into that, I just want to say the stuff I should be saying every podcast. Hello, my name is Ben Davis. I'm an artist. I am a fartist. I'm an aspiring stand-up comic. I've done forms of stand-up comedy, but I've never tried the true, with a microphone in front of a big audience. I've never done that yet, which I can't fucking wait to do, because I don't have stage fright, or at least I don't think I do. I remember I probably got some form of stage fright, but usually it's pretty low. I kind of like being in front of lots of people and make a fool of myself. I actually like doing that shit. I actually like to make fun of myself. I think what makes you a good comic if you make fun of yourself really good. If you're ruthless against yourself, other than making fun of other people, because then you kind of look douchey. But I'm a very self ruthless critic for sure. I constantly make mistakes. I constantly fumble. I constantly fuck up a lot. I mean, yeah, as I said before, I'm a fuck up. But anywho, I'm working on a comic book, and I want to turn it into a sci-fi action figure. I'm not even high yet, and I'm jumbling my words together. I want to make it a sci-fi action-packed kind of comedy horror, but to its core, it's a fucking horror monster movie. It's really cool, really fascinating. Lots of neat characters. After the book is made, I want to make an animated series, and then once that gets a really huge fan base, I want to make a really cool live-action movie. And I want to shoot it here in Michigan. And other various places, too, in California or out west or whatever, because really the story takes place, the setting is out west. So, can't be too descriptive, but it's a really freaking cool thing. Actually, you know what? I want to say this. It's not a giveaway, but I saw a movie trailer to a movie that looks fascinating. It looks like it might be good, and it actually reminds me of the current story I'm working on right now. A little bit. It's got a little bit of vibes, but mine is way more. I guarantee you mine's going to be way more in depth than this movie we haven't seen yet. It's called Love and Monsters, and it looks really good. It's about this place in, I think, California. I don't know, but I imagine it's happening to the whole world. And it's basically like a monster kaiju version or alien version of Zombieland, basically. Just think of Zombielands, but instead of zombies, they're alien monsters of a weird alien alternate ecosystem that has dropped on Earth and is kind of taken over. That's pretty cool. My book is not like that at all. I mean, it has vibes of that, but completely fucking different. But as I'm watching this movie, I'm going, oh, it reminds me of the World Aquarium that I created, where it's an overgrown landscape with everything's taken over by vegetation, and there's all sorts of really cool altered creatures of many different varieties in the place. That's what I saw in the trailer. However, in Aquarium, it is emphasized that they are giant bugs. I mean, they are not aliens. They're from there. They are really emphasize that, hey, we got to take care of our ecosystem, our world, before the world decides, hey, fuck you humans, I'm giving the planet back to the bugs. It's more like that, but still vague. But a really fucking cool story. That's my story, at least. I don't know the backstory to Love and Monsters, but it looks fascinating. Check out the trailer. It looks cool. I fucking saw the trailer to Dune. Holy shit. Dune. D-U-N-E. Did you see the movie from 1984? I barely remember it. I have to watch it again. I know it's a very, very cheesy, low-budget sci-fi movie, but very, very good. Well-written, good practical effects. Not bad. Actually, okay green screen. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But anywho, I got a recap. How did I do at the Crosswalk event over the weekend? I actually did good. I think I sold like a couple $100 worth of stuff. I mean, that be given, the booth cost $75, so I did make $75 plus double that back. So, hey, I don't care. It's still good. Even if I don't make a good sale, I like vending at places. I love talking to strangers I've never met before. I like meeting new people and then showing them my fart audios. I love doing that. It's great. Because when I do that, I get two kinds of people. two and two only. People that love my work, that absolutely love it. And then people that are absolutely fucking repulsed by it, and I never see them again because they don't want to come back. They're like, I met this guy, he was kind of cute, but then he just started playing audios of his farts, and it creeped me out. I love those guys because I don't give a shit about them. Those are not the fans I want anyway. I have to remember, my humor is very particular. Very, very particular. I mean, Jesus fuck, I write serial killer nursery rhymes. My humor is not for everybody, and it's not for the faint of heart, and it's surely going to be unpleasant and unsettling and probably make you upset and uncomfortable. But that's my kind of humor. I love shocking humor. I love humor that makes you go, oh, it just makes you squirm in your seat, but yet you still laugh at the same time. I like that shit, because that means you have a fucked up sense of humor too, and I appreciate that of you. Thank you. But I did good at the event. I made all sorts of new coasters, all sorts of neat new pendants. I did these little tiny pendants with they're like little cubes. Okay, I bought these square cube molds, silicone molds from eBay a couple months back. And they're tiny motherfucking cubes, like what, 5 millimeter or something? Really tiny. They're meant for little tiny earrings. Little earrings. Or little chess pieces. Checkers pieces. I can use these for miniature checker pieces on the go. For people that are bored. And that are in the back seat of their family's Buick, and they're on the way to Mackinac Island, and they live in Indiana, so you know it's a 6-hour drive, and they just freaking the fuck out. And so I make these little chess pieces so they can play checkers, so they can play checkers while they're bored, until they hit a speed bump, and then all the fucking pieces go everywhere. Maybe I should do magnetic ones, so that way they can stick to the board, and they move only when you want them to. I love getting off tangents, so that's okay. My mind's just a spewing thing of a cauldron of fucking ideas that are not organized, they're not executed well. Most of them don't turn up how I want, but the ones that do, I cling to those, and I love those, and that's what makes me me. Oh, I love language, and I love how not good at it I am. But I found something that I wanted to show you guys the last podcast, but I was so fucking tired. And I was getting tired because I was so tired because I was getting ready for the event, and I was working really hard late every night, getting coasters made, getting pendants made, anything non-roach clip, because I was focusing on non-roach clips because this event was in charge by the Crosswalk Teen Center. Teens. I don't want to promote smoking for kids. Sorry. Wait till you're 20, please. 21 the better. 25 even better. Because that's when your cerebral cortex is done developing. But anywho, I did good. And I sold lots of those little molds I told you about. Those little 5 millimeter ones. What I did is I took, those little loops that you usually find in corks for little cork. I might have an example. I don't see one. Wait, do I yet? Okay. You know those little loops? You buy a whole bunch, and they're like bales or something. I don't know exactly what the fuck they're called, but it's a loop. It's a screw with a loop on the end of it, on the head, instead of a fucking nail you nail down or whatever. The Phillips insert. It's a screw, but instead of the Phillips insert thingy, so you can screw it into something, it's a loop. So it's meant to, you could screw it into a little cork for a little tiny cork bottle pendant of any kind you want, right? Okay, so I took little tinies, and they're tiny. They're fucking tiny. You know what? Hold on. This is what I mean. These tiny fuckers. They're little screws with little loops on it. And they're tiny. They're teeny fucking tiny. Teeny tiny. See that? Right there. Little thing. It's screw. Yeah. So, what I did with a bunch of these is I took random colors, kind of mixed them together, but only slightly. I did not want to fully mix them. And I make a little ball, several little balls, and I would take that little nail and screw it into the ball, and I would get something like this. And it's a little tiny, basically it looks like a little planet with storms happening on it. And I would take the little planet and stick into these. See, these are the little molds I was telling you about. See, silicone mold. Squish, 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 squish. And then I take and I stick. I fill half of it away, or a little more, with epoxy, with the little pipette dripper. And then I take the little planet and I just stick in the cube. I just stick it in there. I just fucking stick it in there. Goddamn. Oh. And then I let it sit. Now like that. Let it cure. You give it like 15 to 24 hours. And then I just pull it out. And I got a neat looking cube. Sorry. A planet. A cube with a planet inside of it. I don't have any with me right now. They're all upstairs. I just paused to go to the next room. I'm not going to pause to go all the way upstairs. All the way to the guest bedroom. To get all those fucking things. I could do that next episode. Because I got other cool shit here to show you tonight. So, but I did a bunch of those. I made hundreds of those. And let me tell you, the fucking kids loved them. Because all I did was, after I pulled them on the cubed, after they're cured, I just put a little loop on them. Like a little keychain loop. Very simple. And I sold them for $1. Because it took me almost no effort to make. Very little, anywho. So look, like I say, you got a bunch right here. See? Little more planets. And they all glow really cool underneath the black light. So I'll make those. I put them in cubes. Pull them out. I got a cute little cube pendant. Not only that, I'll take the screws. And I'll screw it in a certain colored clay. Basically like a tan, brown, or whatever. And then I make little tiny chocolate chips. Put all over it, and it's a little tiny cookie. I made little cookie ones, too, in little cubes. Very easy to make. I can make 70 in one night, no issue. And the fucking kids love it. They go crazy for it. You know what they fucking love to do? Is that, so I have an arrange of pendants. Those ones I just showed you, well, showed you kind of what they're going to look, what, described what they're going to be. You know, the little cube planets. Those were $1, and they had lots of other $3 ones, too. Like, I did these ones. Look, I put the loop on these little worms right here. I made little gummy worms, right? And what I do is I take the gummy worms, and I would stick in a little tiny round silicone mold. Only enough where the loop would stick out. So when I filled up the mold with a little pipette, and fill it up with epoxy, and after it's cured, and after you pop it out, there's a worm, a gummy worm, encased in a really cool sphere. And I feel bad for describing all this shit to you, and I don't have fully ready examples for you. But that's just how prepared I am. Sorry. It's not that kind of demonstration video. It's just a normal podcast where I'm fucking around. Don't get your panties caught in a bunch. Okay, some people really, really did not like me saying that, and I apologize greatly. I'm not anti-woman at all. I love women. Trans or not, I don't care. I love them all. Sometimes if they got a dick, it's a little extra. I'm just kidding. But I do like trans women. But anywho, oh, they're gorgeous. Oh, succulent. Anywho, I'm going all over the place here. Here's another cool worm I did right here. Here's a couple little worms. Little gummy worms. Cute little gummy worms. A gummy worm. A gummy worm. Okay, enough of that. There's some people that are just going to listen to this, and they're going to be fed up with my voice instantly. And then there's going to be some people that are going to be like, I like him, he's so cool. And those are the fans I prefer. Oh, I'm going to hell. That's okay, though. You know, let me show you this. This is sweet. You know those little planets I've been working on? Well, the leftover stuff, I can make bigger pieces and a bunch of them. Hold on, just turn off some access. This bitch. And I made a really cool, using planets, a cool coaster. Look at that. It's pretty neat. I just got to coat the sides so they won't be foggy. And it'll look like it's underwater after it's coated. But anywho, just a bunch of balls of different colored clay. Some of the clays look like our planet Saturn, where I just wrapped a color, like a string around it or whatever, so it looks like a ring, like Saturn's rings. That's pretty cool. Here, I'm gonna fuck with the focus. There we go. There you go. That's better. Pretty cool coaster. I make these kind of coasters and I sell them when they're finished for only $8, under $10. That's a steal. And it's very easy for me to make, and they look so cool. And let me tell you, they look so fucking neat underneath the blacklight. I have the whole blacklight set up here, but I'm too lazy to turn it on. Check out this one. This one's pretty cool. I gotta mess with the focus again. Hold on. Oh, some access. Hold on. Clawing off some access. Okay. Sometimes I get it with my fingernails because I'm lazy like that. I don't care. Okay. Boom! Gummy bears in a cool gummy bear coaster. Do you see the mistake? Do you see where I fucked up? I made a mistake in this one. First of all, look at it all the way around. Isn't it cool? Here's the back. Pretty sweet. Sides. Pretty sweet. You just gotta coat the sides, then it's finished. But do you see the mistake? Do you see the fuck up? Do you see where I'm a fuck up? I switched the yellow and the orange by accident. Didn't mean to. Just happened. But I don't care. It's still cool. And a finished piece like this is only $10. $2 extra. That's it. That's not bad. Well, this took a little more time, as you can tell, different from the other one, because of all the dots. Lots of dots. I love pointillism. It's really cool. It's so sweet. It feels good on your lips. It's so creepy. I know. Check this out. This is pretty fucking cool. I actually made this last year, but I am gonna keep this one because I like it so much. I'm gonna keep it for myself. It's gonna be my special personal pendants. But I'm going to make a lot more of these. And I've explained one of these before in a previous episode. Don't remember which one because I don't keep a count. And I call them epoxy medallions. It's a cool spider inside. I'm going to do a close-up here. There we go. So there's a cool spider inside a neat epoxy medallion. Ain't that fucking cool? And yeah, the border is clay. It's got a simple metal loop in there with the really cool keychain thing that I was telling you about earlier. And that's it. And these guys, when I make a bunch of them and finished, the ones that are this size, I'm going to sell for $10. But they get bigger than that. And the colors get more complex. And I could do ones with pointillism dots. I could do ones with cannabis leaves, and I'll do ones with much wider rings. Those ones will be far more expensive, like maybe up to $20, $25 to $30, depending on how much detail I put into them. Like, let's say I make a cool medallion. It's about this big. That's a mighty wide medallion. But it has a really cool cannabis leaf encased inside of it that has been well preserved and has cool polka dots painted all around it. And one side of the cannabis leaf I paint with a really cool glittery green paint. A finished piece like that is going to be $25 to $30, roughly. I don't know exactly. I will know as soon as I make that piece. But right now, me explaining it to you, I can only guess. But it's pretty fucking cool, isn't it? Hey, there's actually one I'm doing right here. This is pretty fucking cool. It's a cannabis leaf. I think I showed this a previous episode. I really don't remember. But I'm going to work on this, and when this is finished, this is going to be freaking cool. Where are you? There you go. There you are. This is not a medallion, though it could be big enough for a medallion. But it's too thick. This is way too thick. This is a tiny ashtray. But it's one of those special ones I call ash collectors, where I take a really cool cork jar, and when this is done and coated really good with epoxy, both layers, I'm going to take the jar and put a little bit of epoxy in the middle, and set it right smack dab in the middle. So when it's cured, this ashtray will have a cool jar in the middle that you could put your roaches in it. You could put your ashes in it. You could put your cigarette butts in it. Or you can put just herb in it if you don't want ash in it. It's up to you. It's really fucking cool. But it makes more sense to ash it, so that way I designed it like that so the outer rings will stay nice and neat and ash free. And you can have some blunts hanging off of there. or some weed, or some, joints, or whatever the fuck, a nice caviar joint, whatever. So that will be turned into, and that is for a client. And I started it last year, and I never got around to finishing it because COVID happened. And I gotta tell you, I don't know if they're still interested in it, but I gotta get it done because it'll be coming up on the 1-year anniversary. They had commissioned me to get it done. Aren't I a terrific salesman? I'm a fuck up. Yeah. I fuck up constantly. It is what it is. It's whatever. Burgity brew. So, I've been Christmas shopping and birthday shopping for my nephew. And I got him something pretty freaking cool. I think, at least. A reason why I say birthday and Christmas shopping is because his birthday is in the same month of Christmas. He's born on December 1st. So, he expects to get birthday presents, lots of them, and Christmas presents, lots of them. Because he's been conditioned to that, to open up lots of gifts every year, which is not something you should condition your child to expect. Because there is a time when they're like, oh, you got plenty of gifts on your birthday. It's Christmas. You only get a little bit. And he threw a fucking fit. He's 9 years old. He was born 2010. He'll be 10 at the end of this year. But he's a whiny little guy. He's not whiny all the time, but he's a sensitive little nephew. When I was his age, I was watching monster movies, horror movies, like all that. Crazy. All sorts of fucked up R-rated movies when I was 9. He's 9 right now, and he's too scared to watch E.T. We're different. We're very different. But I have gotten him into something that he loves, and he is quickly becoming a huge fan of. That's because I got him playing the game, and he loves this game, and I can't wait to get him into the movies, the movie series. Alien versus Predator. He fucking loves AVP, because I started him on AVP 2, the game. That was his first experience, his first opening, his first viewing into the AVP universe. He likes it a lot. Now, AVP 2, when it came out in 2001, is rated M for mature for graphic violence and nightmarish scenes, some disturbing stuff, blah, 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 blah. This is 2001, though. If that game were to be released today, in today's fucking systems and games, it would be E for everyone or rated T for teen. The graphics are not realistic at all. So when you see people explode and you see their organs go everywhere, it does not look real, and it looks funny. It looks goofy. And you have to remember, at the time of 2001 and the late 90s, people looked at games and other stuff way more differently. Dude, 007, GoldenEye, was rated M for mature. I played that game now, and it's like, me and my nephew play that game. It's not that bloody. It's really not. It's quite clean to compare to, let's say, Red Dead Redemption 2 or lots of other ones I can mention. But no, he loves AVP. I can't wait to get him into the movies. He wants to start watching the Predator movies first once he's old enough. I would have to agree between the Aliens and the Predator movies. I do believe, in my own experience, this is my opinion, the Alien movies are far more creepier than the Predator movies, just because the xenomorph is it. I mean, it's just like having a bunch of tigers released from the zoo. They're animals. They're fucking monsters. They don't have a code. They just act on instinct. And they're gonna fucking kill when they're hungry. And the thing with the xenomorph, it's a biological monster. It's an alien. It's a creature. But it's also a biological warfare. The xenomorph was designed to kill, to wipe out civilizations, populations, and really fast. It's a species killer. you know? Like certain asteroids. So, when you compare that to the Predator, Predators have... You can reason with the Predator. They are evolved hunters, but they are also culturally driven aliens, which means they are, obviously, they don't act on instinct. They are technologically advanced, but there are different clans with different codes, different rules, but the basic rules are they don't kill kids. They don't kill unarmed, like, vulnerable people, and they don't kill pregnant women. So basically, they only kill people they see as a challenge. They only kill people they see as fun. They don't just randomly kill kids. They don't just randomly kill a homeless guy who's just chilling at the bus stop, making fun of people and picking on underage teenagers by whipping their dicks out at them. No. They have a code, and therefore they mostly follow that code. Yeah, there are some rogue predators, but even they have a code too. Xenomorphs, they will just fucking kill anything that isn't a xenomorph. Man, women, child, pregnant, not pregnant, retarded, blind, they don't give a fuck. They are not, what's the word? They are not prejudiced. Any meat is good meat. They will take it. They do not care. Where a predator is like, not any skull's a good skull. I want a skull from a creature that has tried really fucking hard to kill me, and it was really fucking hard to kill it. That's the trophy I want. The challenge. The art of the sport. The hunting and learning the creatures and learning how to take them down. And then you finally take them down. Predators are really fucking cool because they are... they're coordinated. Very coordinated. So anywho, Braden loves Aliens vs. Predator. He really likes it. He loves the games, and he can't play the 2010 version. That's a bit too dark for him because that's a little more realistic graphics. Because the Predator would just rip people's heads off and then take their wrist blades and punch through somebody's stomach and grab their spines and just rip it right out, and you see their heads go into their bodies and being ripped out of their bellies while their head's still kind of alive, like you can see the shake in their eyes, like, oh, that just happened to me, I'm fucking dead. Yeah, it's pretty cool. What was I gonna say? I got him some really cool Aliens action figures that he loves, and one in particular he brings around almost everywhere with him. And that I got him a really cool. It's like a purple, queen alien. Now these action figures are meant for kids, so they're very simple plastic, simple coloring. It's a purple queen alien. She's not purple. She's kind of like a grayish, dark black with a little bit of blue, just a tad. Mainly gray and dark. Black, the queen is. Mainly gray and black. Tad bit of blue. And transparent teeth. But not purple! And I got him a really cool runner alien, which I think he likes. I haven't seen him playing around with that, but then again, because of COVID, I'm not too much at his house anymore anyway. And what else did I get for him? Okay, that's the only two things he has physically with him now. I got something for him that I actually want to show to you right now that it's his birthday present. This is going to be for his birthday, and he's going to fucking love it. And I can't wait to show him this movie. It's really exciting. It's not a classic to a lot of people, but it's a classic to me, and I enjoyed this film. And if you haven't seen it, I highly suggest watching it. It's a good watch. It's not a piece of shit like some people think. In fact, a lot of people that think this movie is a piece of shit, just to give it another watch. Your views might have changed. Predator 2, 30th anniversary. It's not the best movie ever made. It's entertaining though. I enjoyed it. It's fun, dude. It came out in 1990. I was born in 93. It's one of my childhood movies. Okay, of course I enjoy it because I saw it as a kid. And I get the same kind of experience watching as a kid as I do as an adult. If I had saw it while I was an adult, if I went my whole life seeing Predator 1, never seen Predator 2, and then saw Predators, and then saw The Predator, which, by the way, I don't like The Predator. And I saw that as an adult. I don't like The Predator. I like this. This movie's good. Maybe if I saw it now as an adult, I might think differently, but I saw it as a kid. I fucking love it. I still love it now. It's enjoyable. I'll give it an 8 out of 10 because I've seen it multiple different times from beginning to end. I enjoy it a lot. It's entertaining, okay? It's a guilty pleasure, fuckface. But anywho, it's a really cool Predator 2 action figure, 30th anniversary, and it's like he's like partially invisible and partially not. I believe this is the scene from when they're in the meat processing. It's like a meat locker, like a meat hanging place where they process cows and stuff like that. It's the part of the movie. Sorry to spoil you if you haven't seen it yet. But these scientists, these guys that are basically like predator hunters, they try to hunt the predators, try to, they have never captured one, so they're trying to capture this guy. And they spray this misty shit all over inside this meat locker kind of meat processing place. It's a meat processing place. It's not very big, but it's a good size. And they sprayed this shit everywhere that would like stick to the predator so it wouldn't go invisible. And it also made it to where it couldn't hunt them in infrared. So there's this shit everywhere so it cannot hunt in infrared. It kind of covers their bodies and stuff like that. So he's just trying to turn invisible while he's covered in this shit. And they could probably see him from the movie or whatever. And then when he found out that they were trying to hunt him and they covered him in this crap, he changed his vision to a UV vision so he can find these motherfuckers. And then once he realized, oh, they sprayed me with shit. In the movie, he was so pissed, the Predator. And he's like, oh, I'm going to kill all of you. And that's what he did. And it was fun. It's a really good movie. But anywho, here's what's really cool about this. The box opens up, and I love this part. Boom! Light show. Light show. Boom. I had to hold it like this because there's see? Wait. Boom. 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 There's a solar power module right there. So it only works when there's light in the room. Dude, there's many times I took it home the first night and I'm like, why isn't it fucking working? I'm trying to show everybody. And as soon as it works, they're not in view. And then I go into the dark room to show them and I'm like, it's not working. What the fuck? That's because it's got to be in the light, motherfucker. I'm such a dumb fuck. But it's really cool. So this would be great for my nephew. So basically, this is supposed to be a collector's box. Keep the box. Don't just take the action figure out and throw the box away. No, keep the box. It'll be worth a lot. Even used. Somebody will buy you shit. They don't care. Now, I did take it out of the box because I wanted to look at it, and it's great. But it's supposed to teach my nephew for, responsibility. Like, hey, when you're done playing with your shit, put it away nicely. Put it up nice, and it will stay looking nice for a long, long, long time. Longer than the prior expected if you just leave it out of the fucking box. So I love it. It's really cool. It's awesome. I love Predator 2. It's great. Yes, the first movie is better. Better. I love Predator 2, but Predator 1 is better. Oh my fucking god. Yes, the first one clearly is the superior movie out of all of the four, but I like the second one. I like Predators more, and I like the Predator the least. It's got good parts in it, but overall the movie's disappointing to me. Brr. What are we going on? 39 minutes? Not bad. Not bad. I'm thirsty. Give me a second here. Give me a second while I drink a melted popsicle. And my brother said he might join me. I don't think he's going to at this point. I know what you're thinking. It's called Uniquely Brutal, the podcast of fine arts and farts, but where are the farts, man? They're coming. I've been so busy. Here, check this one. This one's good. This is a good one. You know what? It might not be a good one. It's like a good 20-second pause. That was underwhelming. Let's hope this one's better. A little better. Not too much, though. Let's see this one. Nah, I'm not digging it. How about this one? That's more like it. I like that. That's more like it. Let's do it again. That was pretty good. All morning farts. I was so... I was so disappointed in myself because I just got off of my job 1, heading to job 2, or job A to job B. There's a job C too. And when I got there, because I've been riding my bike, pedaling and pedaling, I can just feel this monster working up in my gut. And I know I have to release like a disaster dump in the toilet. And I'm really upset at myself because I should have recorded myself the whole time. It would have been fucking epic. Imagine hearing that, or I'm just rushing in the bathroom like, oh god, fuck, oh god, I'm not gonna make it. And you just hear the fucking pants come down on my ankles and my legs. Actually, I take the fucking shorts off completely. I like to spread my legs. And you just hear the toilet seat go down, and then you just hear my ass hit the toilet, and then just a huge everything came out in 3 to 4 seconds. You know, sometimes you take a shit and just like a little bit comes out, then a little more comes out, and then another huge load, and every fucking thing was there at my back door. It was all ready to come out right there all together. I sat and then exploded. Should have recorded it. It would have been one heck of an epic audio. I will try to do one like that again and try to remember that in the future so I can share with you kind fellas out there. And the ladies, of course. I always want the ladies to hear all of the excitement I have in the bathroom. Anywho, this podcast is not for everybody. It was intense, and the smell was horrible. I mean, it was god-awful. It was like a dying llama. I was really happy I was in a well-ventilated bathroom, so it was getting sucked up instantly. But all of the worst shit, the worst smell was trapped still in the toilet bowl. And it's all coming up through my crotch, hitting me in the face. So I had to like stand up a couple times just to air out the toilet bowl, just to get the smell out of there. I flushed multiple times too. It's actually good to flush while you release, because while it's flushing, it sucks up that bad smell. But I wanted to hear the plop. Hearing the plop makes me happy. Hearing the explosion underneath you. Hearing that it just sounds like buildings crumbling. It's fantastic. It's like dropping a 5-gallon bucket of muck of like bog mud on a freshly paved patio. Something like it's just it was intense. Most of it hit the back side of the back end of the toilet. Didn't even get in the water. And of course slid down the back end and went in the water. It was like the toilet got hit with a paintball the size of my fist. And that paintball was full of shit. Good times, right? Good times, let me tell you. I need to smoke a bowl. I've had a long day. Let me smoke a bowl, okay? I'm doing this podcast for you. I'm giving you free content. I think I deserve a bowl. I've had a long fucking day. Man, I've been scrubbing toilets and sweeping floors, mopping tiles. I've had a long day. Time to smoke a bowl. Let me get some music going. I don't want this music playing too high because I don't have the rights to it. I just want it barely playing so I can hear it. And you cannot. Because you don't deserve the beats. Only I do. Because I'm the head podcaster of this channel. Not you. Funny story. I had my friend Joey over Sunday. I haven't... Okay, Joey's a good friend of mine. Cool dude. He looks like... He looks like Mr. H. He looks like Mr. H from YouTube. You know, he's another fellow podcaster. He reviews movies, and he talks about AVP news. Subscribe to him. He's great. He's also a director, too. Like, I think he's currently directing his first film. I don't know. Really cool dude. He looks like the combination of my friend Sean Brown and my friend Joey combined together. That's what he looks like. My friend Joey looks like Mr. H. But anywho, so Joey, Mr. H, I'm just kidding. Mr. H is in case you didn't know, he's British. I'm here in Michigan, and I haven't left in like 8 years. So the guy I know is clearly not Mr. H. Here I go. Joey, we were having a great conversation. I don't know how I brought it up, but we were talking about Kevin Smith because Kevin Smith is just a cool dude, cool cat, one of the greatest installments to pop culture ever. And he said, "Hey, did you know he's making a new Silent Bob movie? I want to see it." And I just looked at him and go, "Dude, it came out last year." He's like, "What?" He just had this look on his face like, "What?" And I go, "Yeah, it's called Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. Check it out. It's entertaining. It's really good. Well writing, too. Really good writing." The one before it, though, is the better one. Sorry. Sorry, Kevin Smith. The one before is way better. But it's still good. The reboot, still entertaining. It still fits the title. It's absolutely a reboot, for sure. So, I'm glad it exists. I'm glad it's out there. Because you have a huge fan base, Kevin, let me tell you. How the fuck did we get in this conversation? Oh, yeah, Joey's over. My buddy Joey. He smokes cigarettes, but he doesn't smoke the packs you buy from Admiral or whatever. He rolls his own. So the tobacco he uses, I imagine, is a little more natural, I assume. I don't know. I just know, I hate cigarettes. I don't smoke them all. I only smoke marijuana. And cannabis. Technically, marijuana is a Mexican word for wild tobacco. But anywho, his cigarettes smell way better than the ones that are fucking store-bought, the pre-rolls. He rolls his own. They don't smell nearly as bad. I don't get an itchy throat after hanging out with him. Because, man, when I'm hanging out with friends that smoke those cigarettes, like a Marlboros or whatever the fuck that shit is, it smells so bad, and the smell sticks on your clothes so bad, and my throat hurts after I'm done hanging out with them. And we're in an enclosed space almost always. I don't know why people do that. They're like, "I want to smoke my cigarette with my friend in this enclosed car." I don't get the logic behind that. I just don't. Sorry. I know, you're not me, I'm not you, I masturbate, you do too. But anywho, the pre-rolls, not as bad. I prefer those. I prefer when you get that bag of tobacco. It's kind of like a brown-red color. And then you get all these cigarette things, and then the thing you put in, you just fucking, and you got a pre-roll right there. I would get those, but for weed. And I would, have my own kind of pre-roll. This fits about 6 grams, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have enough weed to fill this guy. I got like 20 of these little tiny nugs. That's it. Tiny little fucking things. I haven't even packed my bowl yet. Here, I'm going to do that. Some people have a grinder. This is my grinder. I like scissoring it. I like it when the weed is in chunks. I don't really like it grounded up too finely, unless you're going to put it in a nice joint. But usually, I don't get nice joints around here. So I cut it up. Very simple. Make some good chunks. Shove it in the bowl. And we good to go. You'll be good to go. My brother might join me at some point. He hasn't gone to bed yet. Usually he's in bed right now. But I think he's had a rough day, so he's just up pacing. I don't know what upset him. Probably my mother. I'm not going to go into it because I don't even fucking know the deets. What I do know is that my nephew's gonna get a cool Predator action figure for his birthday, because it's one of the things we were talking about. He has all these Alien action figures, too. And he's like, I need some Predator ones, Uncle Ben. I'm like, I'll get you one, man. That's all you need, a Predator, man. No, I agree with you. You're gonna get a Predator. I'm gonna keep evading it, because his birthday's not till December 1st. So I got about, a little over 2 months. Think about it. We have September, the last of it. We're like halfway through. October, November, December. So, yeah, about two and a half months. Exactly 2.5 months. Oh, he's going to love his birthday present. That'd be cool. But here's something that's really interesting. Knowing how, how strict his mother is, and he has quite a strict mother. I mean, every parent has the right to be strict. I'm not the parent of your child, and if I think you're parenting the child wrong, I'm not going to say anything, because then I get a lot of shit for it from the parent. So I don't do that anymore. I just let them fuck up their own kid. Whatever. You go damage them. I'll just be the good uncle. But I am going to show my nephew, my 9-year-old nephew, his first R-rated movie. That, guess what? His own mother approved. She's completely fine with it. Completely fine with it. What R-rated movie is that you going to show your nephew, Ben? I'm going to show him, I think. And I think it was my first R-rated movie that I saw. No, it wasn't. Predator 2 was, probably. I don't remember what my first R-rated movie was. Could have been Mimic. I don't remember. Mel Del Toro's Mimic. 1997. Have you seen it? It's really fucking good. And it still holds up to this day. But you have to watch the director's cut. And now I'm being summoned. Sorry about that. I'm back. Somebody forgot I record every Tuesday, so they thought it'd be nice to fucking interrupt me. But it's okay. No, it wasn't that. It's not a big idea. Sorry. It's not a big deal. But I'm not going to get into it. I'm just still upset. They know I record every Tuesday. I should have just ignored it. And if they kept knocking and then I don't keep coming and they keep knocking and they realize, oh, it's Tuesday. Oh, shit. I'm not supposed to bother Ben. Sorry. I'm just flustered because I'm autistic. And I get angry and mad when I don't get things that I want. Or when things don't go the way I want. I get unbelievably, sometimes unreasonably mad. And I go crazy sometimes. I go bitch fuck crazy. It's the autism part of me. I'm not proud of this, but at least 3 times in my life, in my adulthood, my 20s, past 22, so within the 5 years, within the past 5 years actually, 3 times I threw a tantrum like a little child, like a toddler. And here's the thing, I had no fucking control over it. I lost my shit. And I freaked out. And, well, here's the, kind of, this is, there shouldn't be two, I don't know, this is just my opinion, but I don't think you should have 2 clinically insane people. Well, we're not proven clinically yet, but I don't think you should have 2 insane people living in the same house, especially 2 people that keep butting heads, that don't have good chemistry. They shouldn't be living in the same house. Don't you agree? Yeah, I have that situation, unfortunately, right now. And I'm not going to say who it is, but we butt heads a lot. And it sucks because, you know, I'm an adult now, and they can't be the parent anymore because I pay for... Even though I just said I'm not going to say who it is, I'm basically describing who it is. Even though we live in the same house, I help pay for like almost half the electric bill. I don't know exactly. I pay all my cell phone. Nobody does that. I help out I put gas in the car every other week. Sometimes every week. So I help out, okay? At this point, sorry, Mom. You're not my mommy anymore. You're my roommate. I love you, but you're my goddamn roommate. And you can't mommy me all the time. And I have to put my foot down. Jesus fuck, I'm 27 now. And, you know, it's one of the downsides of living with your parents. You have to lay the ground rules. You have to be strict. And I'm talking about when not even the parent, the kid that is living with their parents but is not a kid anymore, is a grown adult, has a job, helps pay for bills, basically, I'm a fucking roommate now, okay? You can't have that person in your fingers anymore. I'm talking to the parent, okay? You need to let them be. They're helping pay for stuff. They're helping around with stuff around the house. They are a help. So you need to get them out from around your fingers and let them be. As long as they're not a douchebag, as long as they help out with bills and they're not mooching off of you. See, yeah, that's a different story if they're mooching off of you. If they're mooching off of you, you should kick them the fuck out of their house. Or if they're mooching off of you, take as much advantage of them as possible. But if they're paying bills and they're helping out with groceries and helping out for gas and lots of other shit, don't be a huge bother to them. They're helping you out. They're your roommate. They are your asset. Don't be difficult for them. Please find common ground. Have if there's huge issues, sit down, have a fucking conversation. I have to do that now. And it sucks because sometimes I feel like I'm the only adult having a conversation. Even though I'm partially mentally retarded and I'm not really, don't ever feel like an adult. Sometimes I have to adult my own certain parent. And it sucks. It's unfortunate. I don't want to be in this situation. I really prefer to have my own nice big house by myself, and I just create artwork all the time, do glass blowing, do my own kind of agriculture, farming, grow my giant stick insects, work on my YouTube channel, work on my art, work on my stand-up, do this. I'd be completely happy doing that all alone. Most of my work kind of requires me being alone. I hate accounting. It's good to have an accountant. I don't want to mess with that. I hate doing my taxes. See, that's where it gets difficult, where I can't really live by my own unless I pay certain people to do this. See, there's all these fucking variables. And I'm not perfect. And I'm not saying I'm doing right or wrong. I am just evolving to the better me every day. I have a nosebleed. Oh. That's how angry I am right now. That I'm causing blood to rupture the inner vessels of my nostrils. Yeah, sometimes I get a nosebleed if I'm angry. It doesn't it's very rare when it happens. Huh. Okay, past that. I haven't smoked a bowl yet. I was about to, but I was interrupted. What was I talking about before that? I don't remember because I was interrupted. I was greatly derailed. I'm showing my nephew his very first R-rated horror movie the next time he stays the night. That's right. I remember now. I remember. Okay, all right. Okay, now that I remember, I'm going to quickly hit the bowl. Jesus, my ice melted. That's why I put ice in here, so I would have a frozen hit. Now it's just going to be cool. Oh, well. It's still pretty cold. None of my sliders actually fit here, so I have to hold it to there while I hit it. It is what it is. You know what's funny about my podcast? If you don't understand what I'm talking about and you can't see me explaining myself visually and you can only get the audio, I bet you understand half the shit I'm talking about. I apologize. That's part of my autism. Ugh. Oh my god. Oh, it's been a long day. I just packed a bowl for like 3. And I smoked it all in one go. My lungs are hating me right now. But hey, blood's gone. Oh. Hold on, I gotta pause. I coughed so hard I think I sharted. Hold on. False alarm. I totally felt like I sharted, but I totally did not. Because I straight up shit my pants. No, it was clean. It was clean. I wiped, there was nothing there. It even smelled good. I took a little bit of, like, oh, that's the new soap I used, you know? Here, take a good whiff. I'm just kidding. No shot. No nothing. Very clean. Just a fart. Very good. And I'm super sweaty. I had to turn my fan on because I was coughing so hard. And I'm about to pack another bowl to do it again. And I thought about pausing the recording while I was coughing so hard, but I'm like, no, I'm going to show you guys what I go through almost every day. Maybe that's the reason why I'm autistic, because I cough so hard and I lose some brain cells. I don't know. Ah, don't fall there. Okay. Sorry. Some of my tissues fall almost in the garbage, but luckily they did not. Whew, because I need to blow my nose again in case there's more blood. Which I won't believe so now because I'm feeling much better now. I'm not angry anymore of the slightest. Cheers. Ah, tasty. Gorgeous. So, I'm going to show my nephew his first R-rated movie. I bet you're fucking waiting. Which movie is that going to be, Ben? God damn it, I've been waiting so long! What movie is it, Ben? What movie? What R-rated movie did your own sister allow her son to watch with you? What R-rated movie is that? The Matrix. Yeah, the fucking Matrix. Okay. Here's what made me think of, ooh, Brady would love The Matrix. He loves Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I'm going to compare The Matrix and Avatar: The Last Airbenders. They are both, first of all, neither of them are animes, but they're both like animes. It's very fascinating. It has that, they both have long sagas, a long, interesting story to tell. Lots of interesting characters with interesting components. And just a fascinating fucking lead with a destiny. So there's all these fucking similarities. It's like, you are the one. You're the one who's meant to stop it all. And so it's like, oh, dude, he would love The Matrix. Because it's a film series. It is a series. Just done in 3 episodes. 3 almost 3-hour-long episodes. I mean, the movie's like, what, 2 hours and 40 minutes or something? I don't remember. I think it's less than that. It's like, wait. I am dead curious now. Hold on. 2 hours and 30 minutes. It's 2.5 hours long. Holy shit. That's a good fucking movie. That's a good. It's a really good movie. The series as a whole, it's great. The first one's the best. The number 2 and 3, they're fun. They're enjoyable. Just like the Fast and Furious movies are enjoyable. They're not perfect. But the first one, oh god, the first one, it's amazing. It's incredible. It's so fucking good. It's great. I love it. So he'll love it too. Lots of cool fighting, action. I mean, it's a movie that has everything. It's got sci-fi. It's got a little bit of a kind of a horror element with the robot sentinels, but so vaguely. It's mainly got the action, the really cool kung fu and jujitsu fighting, and the really cool. I mean, this Matrix is the first movie ever with CGI three-dimensional background while the fucking characters are fighting around in it and shit like that. This is the first movie to do that. Did I say that right? 3D backgrounds. Yeah, man. No other movie before that's done it. And that's fucking cool. That's awesome. Yeah, it's pretty good. So good. He's gonna love that movie. Can't fucking wait. It's gonna be Jotham. Some of you hate that word. I know. Some of you hate this word too. Moist. You know what's funny about that word? You could say it two different ways. The word moist. You could say it this way. Moist. Still offends people or whatever, you know. Or you could say it this way. Moist. Oh! Let me do it again. Moist. Moist. Oh, that hits you so differently, the second one. Moist. Moist. Yeah, way more sexually slated. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing, Joe. My brain's just kind of... The little guy in my brain's just kind of taking over. I don't know. We're gonna... No! Try that. That was a puff in air. There we go. I was loosening it up. There we don't go. Just get that. Just... The what now? There you go. Oh shit! I forgot I was recording. I'm so high, and you just caught me in those moments where I talk to myself. Dude, I talk to myself and I say the weirdest things. Like, I talk to myself sometimes like I pretend I'm on the Joe Rogan podcast and I'm talking to Joe. Like as I was going on doing this thing, I imagine Joe's on the other side of the table, like I'm looking at him right now, and he's telling me, like, Ben, what are you doing right now? I'm like, I don't know, Joe. The little guy in my head's just taking over, and he's just doing some shit on the table, just messing with some stuff. And, oh, that's what I was going to do. I'm going to pack a bowl. My mind goes all over the fucking place. See what I mean? Sometimes it's easy to be autistic. Sometimes it can be very difficult. It depends on the climate. It depends on the setting you are. See, if this culture was built up differently, it might be more easier to fucking, you know, become a part of this community better. I already am a part of the community. I vendor at the farmer's market. That's a part of the community. That's helping out. I sell my artwork at the farmer's market. And occasionally produce. Oh shit, I just bent this by accident. Whoopsie doopsie. I'm gonna fix that. Because this technically is not mine. It's my brother's. Which, by the way, he decided not to join. He went to bed. Because he's a pussy. I'm just kidding. One of these days he'll join us. And you'll meet him. If he ever decides to join on a Tuesday. Or if I ever decide to record off a Tuesday. I think I'm just right so far I'm just recording every Tuesdays. Just every Tuesdays. That's it. Every fucking Tuesday. Tuesday. Hey, I want to do something different. I hope this works. I'm gonna okay, I hope this works. Damn it! No. Let's try again. Let's try again. It's not working. It's not working. One more time. One more time. One more time. Okay, please, please, fucking work. Why aren't you... Fuck! Okay, alright, it only works with my left hand, apparently. That was strange. Huh. Okay, what I was trying to do, with my left hand, click the pause button, and then snap it. And then, basically, while I do it, and then as I snap, I click the pause, change the black lights on, turn them all on, and then unpause it, and be like, oh, whoa, it's freaky. But here's the thing. Apparently, I can't use the fucking mouse with my left hand at all. I was clicking the pause button multiple fucking times. With the clicker, it wouldn't pause. And then I did it with my fucking right hand, and it worked. What the fuck is up with that? Is my left hand not strong enough? Is this a curse? Am I just too high? I need to smoke another bowl, man. That's what's up. I can't handle this. Hold on. Sometimes this shit's too crazy. Just smoke another bowl, and it might even things out. It doesn't work for everybody. Probably don't take my advice. Hey, and all to the new fuckers that are part of this podcast that have just now joined. Thank you for being here this long. It's been 1 hour and 11 fucking minutes and 34 seconds. You've had to deal with me for that fucking long. Congratulations. This is my Akoff rifle. It glows under the black light. Isn't that cool? It's pretty sweet. I show it almost every episode, but sometimes I forget. But hey, I thought, why not turn the black light on now so I can show all my shit from earlier under the black light? Because it looks amazing. Look at this shit. Look at that stuff. Here, I'm going to turn the focus on. There you go. Whoa. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. It's incredible. I'll tell you that. The planets and the little coaster. That's cool. What else do we got? What else do we got here? Oh, yeah. The fucking gummy bears. Look at that shit. Only 2 of the fucking gummy bears glow. Well, okay. Actually, they all glow. But yellow glows the brightest. I'm looking at all the other gummy bears. They are all glowing, but in the camera, it probably looks a little different. Yellow is the brightest. Pretty cool. Alright, out for that spider from earlier. This is cool shit. Look at that. I like my work. It's great. It's an awesome time. It'd be great to end the podcast with the black light. I'm not going to end it right now, though. I'm going to let it run a little longer. Just a little bit. Just a little fucking bit. I loved how I just scooched my chair up and my fucking tits jiggled up and down. That was great. That was wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. And again, to the people that have been here this fucking long, thank you. Thank you for dealing with my craziness that long. Get ready for the next 100 episodes. I hope it evolves into something good. We'll see. I'm going to keep doing this every week. No shit. What? No. I didn't know this. One of my... Oh my god, I feel stupid. Look at that. One of my brother's pipes glows under the black light. That's really badass. I've never... That's all. Is it glow in the dark? It's glow in the dark too. Holy shit. God, fuck. I don't think Brian knew that. Dude, this glows. This is so cool. Shine that up again. Hold on. Look at that. Look at that shit. Oh. I kind of want to smoke out of it now. But I won't, because I don't got... I only smoke the really good weed out of straight bowls, because they taste better. I don't smoke the shitty, old, dried, old weed. out of it. Kind of little. That's why I'm smoking out of this nice iced bong, because that's all I got is the old weed at the moment. But anywho, that's really nice. Holy shit! I didn't know that glow. No clue. That is awesome. I know I'm not nearly as entertaining as Tim Dillon. He's great. And if you don't know him, check out his podcast, The Tim Dillon Show. I think he releases an episode every week. It's great shit. It's way better than my piece of shit podcast. Trust me. In fact, you could stop watching mine after this episode. Only the true fans stay. Which are the demented, delusional. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I love all of you. Hey, I'm demented and slightly delusional too, so you're good. I'm with you. We're all on board. Delusional lives matter. Yes, my mom's life does matter. Another burn. I hope she doesn't watch this. I love you, Mom. You know, it sucks Crystalia got canceled. He's not a bad guy. And even if he did do it, there's a big fucking difference between texting a 17-year-old, just texting. I don't know how bad the texts were. And straight up murdering and eating children. Raping, murdering, and eating children. Those are two completely different things. As far as I knew, Crystalia didn't murder, eat, or rape a child at all. He texted a 17-year-old. Now, given I'm not into texting 17-year-olds, the only underage girl I text is my cousin, who's 14, but she's my cousin, and we're best friends. And you look at the transcripts, it's us talking about farts and shit. It's funny cousin shit. But I don't know the transcripts of his text messages. I don't know how fraught they might have been, and how quite exposing and quite I don't know if there's any dick pics involved. That's a different story. There's a reason why they make it 18, the age limit. Because I think even at the age of 17, when you get to the age of 17, most people have just not even mastered, just a little bit, but not mastered speech, just talking. My cousin's 14. She has a very limited vocabulary still. So I have to be careful with certain words I have to use around her. She's not very bright in that sense. She's smart in other things. She's very intelligent in other things. But she's not very smart in formulating articulated sentences. Sometimes I'm not good at it, but I think I'm about 75% there. Good. I think that's where my level is. It's not perfect, but it's good. Hers is probably at 22. No, it's probably a little higher than that. It's not that high. She has she still speaks like she's much, like like her speech hasn't caught up with her body, basically. Because she's growing fast. I mean, to me, she looks like she's much older than what she is, you know. She doesn't look like she's 14. She looks like she's almost 16, you know. Um, Chris D'Elia, though, again, don't know how bad the text messages were, but he didn't murder, he didn't rape, murder, and eat any children. I'm happy of that. And then not too long after that, oh, by the way, can I just mention something? Wasn't it a bit little ridiculous how Brandon Schaub was weeping when he found out that happened on the Brian Callen show? That was a little bit too much. And I'm a Brandon Schaub fan. He's funny. I like him, but he is a bit, I'm autistic, right? He may be on the spectrum too. I don't know. He once said, I love you, dude. I love you, Brendan Schaub. You're great. And I highly suggest you check out his stuff, too. He's fucking great. He's awesome. I'm not putting him down for this. He's a great fucking guy. I'm just being a comic here. He once said, like, when he saw Jurassic World, or the Jurassic World series, like, oh, they're great, man. They're even better than Jurassic Park. I was like, what the fuck? It's not better. I'm sorry. It's not better. It is not better. It is worse. The new Jurassic World movies, I don't like them. I do like them. I don't like all the CGI. I want the puppets. I want the real dinosaurs. I don't want the real shit. Too much CGI. Too much fucking... They had way more sets. Actual, huger built sets in the fucking first movie. At least that I thought. There was too much fucking obvious CGI in the 2015 one. I'm an asshole. I haven't even seen the second one yet. What is it called? Fucking Fallen Kingdom? Haven't seen it. I'm not interested. I'm sorry. And I love creature features, and I'm not interested. It doesn't grab me. The first one so did not grab me. There was another movie. What was it? Then I hated the... Yeah! There was another movie that was similar. Wait, I'm going off topic. But I'm going to. Night at the Museum. The first one's great. It's awesome. It's fantastic. I love it. It's a classic. It's a really good movie. The second one's dog shit. The second one's so bad, didn't bother seeing the third one. Not interested. Not interested. It was so fucking bad. The Smithsonian, Battle of the Smithsonian, where he fell in love with Amelia Earhart with her airplane pussy. No, it was a shitty movie. I did not like it. That octopus should have just eaten those fuckers or just take them and shove it in the octopus pussy. Octopussy. But anywho, Brandon Schaub, yeah, he was crying on Brian Callen's show when he found out that somebody accused... It was an accusation. Didn't even go to court yet. None of that. Just an accusation. Someone's like, "Oh, he did this to me." But then it came from his own mouth, and Brandon cried. He cried. I don't know. That just stuck in my mind because, damn, that was some good crying. Like if he could act in a movie, he would win an Oscar. That was. I mean, yeah, it was real, but fuck, it was good. You should do some acting, Brendan. Because that, if you could cry like that in a movies, like a drama, where it's someone's dad dying of cancer, and you cry, you would fucking take home the Oscar for sure. Because that was intense crying. Holy shit. Again, I'm not shitting on him. He's great. Brandon Schaub's amazing. You should check him out. Please. Please check him out. Subscribe to his stuff. I follow him on Instagram. He's great. Terrific dad. Fucking, I think he has his own line of clothing. Awesome dude. Really nice guy. Damn, that crying. I love you, man, but fuck that crying. Okay, I need to get off this topic. This is shitty. Hold on, let me smoke this. Let me finish this. This is almost done. Is it? Add a little bit to it to make it done. There we go. Hey, I don't think I've ever shared with you One of my serial killer nursery rhymes. I did the one of, what was it? It was, Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah. For those of you that don't remember, I'll just say it right now, because I love it. It's one of my favorite ones. I love steaks and briskets. I love them with salt and cheesy biscuits. There's no need to be on the lookout. Grab your loved ones, come down to my cookout. I have chili and sloppy joe, spaghetti with meatballs the size of your toes. There's food here for everyone and enough to share. It's so peaceful here, no annoying teens to bear. Sweet, delicious red wine to make things calmer. It's me, your best friend, Jeffrey Dahmer. I love that one. That's a good one. I love it so much I memorized it. The other ones are really creepy. I haven't memorized them because they're insanely creepy. This one's at least dialed back a bit compared to the other ones I've done. I don't know. I don't even remember which ones I've read. You know what? I'll go through my phone, but let me smoke this real quick, and I'll read you one. You'll love it. I'll just to prove to you that I am a writer. I actually write this stuff. I want to be a comedian, and these are my jokes. And I'm a comic book writer. I'm not a comic book writer yet, because it's not published. Just like I'm not a comic book artist yet, because it's not published. But I'm illustrating, and I'm the author of a comic book. Come check it out. It's pretty fucking sweet. No, you can't check it out yet because it's not even out yet. But you can check out my illustrations on Instagram. I only put vague illustrations, but they're really cool. They're amazing, just with a little bit of context behind them. And they're on my Instagram, which is Ben Davis 137. Lowercase, all together, no space. Ben Davis 137. Check me out, man. I post very inappropriate shit. Just know that. I have fart humor. I have diarrhea humor. I have serial killer humor. I talk about it all. No, I don't talk about it all. I talk about all the stuff I like. And bugs. And art. And farts. Arts and farts, man. Yeah. It's the good shit. All that you love and all that you see, and all that you take. Oh, I don't know the lyrics. Pink Floyd The Eclipse, man. Pink Floyd The Eclipse was the background music to the Dune trailer. It's so badass. It's so fucking awesome. Dude, this movie's gonna be one of the biggest movies of the year, or this year, next year. I don't know what's coming out. This year, next year, I don't know. It's good shit. All you create and all you destroy, and all that you suck, and all those dicks you lay. Make up the lyrics as I go. What else are we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about some other shits. Here, you know what? Let me just show you one of my illustrations. I'll be right back. This is cool. Okay. Hold on. Look with the focus. Hold on. Oh. I completely forgot to change the focus back. I've been out of focus this whole time. You see how high and stupid I am? This is how much I fuck up. And you get to stare at my belly while I explain this shit. Sorry, let me get to this microphone. I'm so sorry. I've been out of focus this whole goddamn time. And I'm not going to edit any of that out. I'm going to leave all of it there in the podcast. I'm so sorry I did that. I apologize. Oh, man. Okay, now I'm going to get to the picture. I'm so sorry. Okay. I call it the hag. It makes itself appear as a 4.5 foot tall woman with a crazy, old woman with a crazy hunched back and a weird attire over here. Like her clothing, very strange looking. But it's actually a more than a 10-foot tall praying mantis with crazy, wicked tentacles and other all sorts of different shit. I'm gonna be vague about what it's about. And I'm like, there's like the close up of its face and stuff like that, with its regular face and its mouth open and stuff. I'm still working on this picture. But yeah, this is just one of my many illustrations of my comic book that I'm working on. It's a sci-fi horror, and it's all I can say. It's about giant bugs and all sorts of weird, wicked shit. But mainly, it's about insects, and it's really freaking unique. It's really cool. There's no nudity, but lots of violence. So it's not for kids. It's not marketed towards children. But it reads like a children's book because the entire narration is done in rhymes. It's cool shit. Here, you want to read a little bit of it? I'll read you a little excerpt, okay? Just a tad. I can't do too much. And also just to show you that, hey, I am a writer. I'm not a well-established writer. Not a lot of people know about me, but I want to be, you know? The trouble is that I'm lazy a lot of the time, and I have a lot of writer's block. But I write amazing shit when I do, and when the creative juices flow. But I happen to flow when at really bad times. And some good times, too. And I'm just rambling. I'm rambling. Sorry about that. My mind's just all over the goddamn place. Okay, this is pretty cool. Okay. I kind of don't want to read it now because I'm afraid that YouTube's gonna change in the future, and they're gonna change and they're gonna take my writing and some shit. Fuck it. This is copyrighted, assholes. Okay, I'm working on a book. You can't steal it. Hold on, I'm looking for a perfect spot to start. Okay, this is good, Roger. This evil consists of dark corporate greed, generating propaganda for all the masses to feed. Trillionaire with expensive shiny things, who pull. Trillionaires with expensive shiny things, who pull on the important media and big pharma strings. Sinister bastards who condone any bloody deed, careless, selfless, hateful, and sometimes unspeed. They have been warned from time to time, again and again, over and over, as the earth matures, becomes more aware and older. Chaos overboiled, the red line has been crossed. Supervillains run everything. Almost all love is lost. When the air got too thick with crime, corruption, and thugs, it was at that moment nature decided it was time to turn the world over to the bugs. Okay, that's all I want to say. I hope you like that good little snippet. Yeah, I want it to be a really dark, but fun, exciting, funny, horror, sci-fi. Lots of twists and turns, keeps you on your toes. You don't get bored, but at the same time, you're not overloaded with information. So it tries. I try to keep it simple. I don't want to go all over the place, but yet have a fun adventure going from A to B to C, and all this crazy shit's happening on the way, and you're just trying to get to the goal. And yeah, it's a cool story. I love it. I love what it's turning into and evolving into. I mean, I already kind of have a small fan base around it because of people that know me just from the farmer's market. And I share some of my illustrations. And I try to be vague on the story as I am on this podcast because it's a very rich, cool story. And it's very fascinating. It's unlike anything anyone's ever heard of. Actually, I can give you a synopsis of what this is about. But it's still vague. It still tells not even barely anything, man, of what I know of the story. It's really fucking cool. Okay, so. And I don't even want to tell the title of it. I'm not going to give the title away. That's one thing I won't do. I won't give the title away, and I won't give you too much detail, but this is the most detail you are going to get. And it's really freaking cool. Okay. The story follows a young red-headed girl named Lucille who lives in an alternate world called Aquarium. Aquarium. A large, beautiful, yet terrifying landscape overgrown with flesh-eating vegetation, alien-like reptiles, humanoid monsters, and oversized bugs of many varieties. She explores and studies the insects of this world, creating a handbook for future generations to follow and ensure the survival of the human race. Through her studies, she discovered a new creature, the first and only of its kind. And further into her investigation, she finds out this mysterious beast is far more ancient than anything on the land. A powerful, six-legged monster that feeds on the flesh of the corrupted. It was known as a folklore legend that most people called the Insect King. And there you go. There's a synopsis of it. Just a kind of a brief what this is kind of about, but it's way deeper than you think. Way deeper and lots of fucking, again, twists and turns. It's a really cool story. Something really funny. But the goal is, what I really want to do is that I want to actually, it's not only entertaining, but I'm actually educating you about insects and other various like plant life, reptile life, stuff like, mainly insects. I love insects. They're my favorite. And I have jock itch. That's why I'm scratching myself. I'm not jerking off. Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I like fucking with my audiences. Okay. It's like a fun, cool horror movie that you'll learn a lot of things from. That you walk out going like, oh, I learned a lot about insects. I actually feel kind of smart. I mean, it kind of teaches you a lot of stuff. There's a lot of cool lessons. Because a lot of these characters, in order to survive in this weird world, they have to do these really cool scientifically fact things that to either defeat insects or coexist with certain bugs or other reptiles or plants or whatever like that. It gets really crazy using actual effects. Yet, even though being these insects are this whole ecosystem is altered in a way kind of like, imagine like Honey, I Blew Up the Kids. Everything's just blown to huge size and altered. Insects are way more psychedelic. Dinosaurs came back, but they're way different looking. And all plants are strange. There's lots of different kind of, I mean, again, the sci-fi portion of it, there's lots of really strange fucking things in this world. Like, think of like an R-rated Avatar, man. Like hardcore R-rated Avatar. Think of like that. Think of that forest. And as soon as you are dropped down in Pandora Forest, except this forest is called Aquarium, it doesn't take long. You're going to get snatched up and eaten by something quick. And it's going to be brutal. And it could be any which way. But you can survive. If you're smart enough and you know how things work, and you understand how the ecosystem works, you can survive, and you can coexist with it. Basically become like fucking Robin Williams while he was trapped in the board game of Jumanji in that world, and when he came out, he was all feral and shit. You have to become basically feral to survive in this world, and it's really fucking fascinating. Can't go too deep. Can't go too deep. I've already gone too deep, but I can't go deeper than that. I'm just barely scratching the surface, brothers and sisters. Barely scratching the surface. You'll like it. It's a good show. I think I should end the podcast right now. Be good. Oh, no. I was going to read more shit. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm high as shit right now. Okay, hold on. I have a cool poem for the hag. That woman with the hunchback is technically a fucking primanthus. I'm going to turn the brightness down. Meet the hag. She's a mean old bag. Her tits greatly sag. She loves to smoke a tiny fag. She will cause internet lag. She gives off a great red flag. Her hair is a shag. She loves to play tag. She can move fast in a zigzag. You cannot kill her with a mag. Now you know, beware of the hag.
I hope you like that. It's a good one.
Alright. Get ready for this. Okay. This is gonna be really fucking creepy. Please understand that. But please understand, I had to put my fucking feet in the shoes of these guys to understand them in order to write these poems. I hope you're ready for this next guy. This is gonna be sick. I'm sorry. And I apologize ahead of time. Don't fucking... What's the called word? Demonetize? Is that the word? Or don't give me a strike. None of that. I warned you. This is an inappropriate podcast. It's not for kids. I'm not. This channel is not for kids. Stay out of my channel, kids. Go somewhere else. Go to TikTok. Okay. You ready? I'm not much of a talker, but I'm quite the looker, and on special occasions, I'll pick up a hooker. Sometimes I get one, other times I manage to get two, and while I drive them up to the grove, I think about what I'm going to do. Most women think I'm very handsome, and don't consider the possibility of me being a thug. They just think, oh, look at this guy riding around in his cute yellow bug. In fact, I'm quite sinister deep down inside. Actually, I got many skeletons in the closet I'm trying to hide. I love to drive beautiful women up by the ridge. It's my favorite spot. And I never let them out of my sight, even if they talk a lot. If they ever get suspicious and decide they want to leave, they'll never get far. Because right between the door and my driver's seat is my lucky crowbar. Is my lucky crowbar. Gotta say it with emphasis. I distract them with a conversation about old vintage forks. Wait for the right moment. Bash! Right across the head. Ooh, she's still warm. Best time to make love to a corpse. I take care of the evidence, go home, wash off anything bloody. The next day, I go to work with a name tag that says, "Hello, my name is Ted Bundy." Yeah, I fucking took it there. I fucking took it there. I hope you like that. I really do. In fact, I will end it with this. Why not? Wow, that guy sounds like one hell of a horrible guy. For those of you using Tinder or Grindr, I'd think twice before sealing your fate. Oh shit, I just fucked that up. Let me start. You know what? I'm so high. I'm going to start that over again. Wow, that guy sounds like one hell of a horrible date. For those of you using Grindr or Tinder, I'd think twice before sealing your fate. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for allowing me to use a bit of your time. My name is Ben Davis, and there are other people out there far, far more heinous. Give your loved ones a hug. And I'm gonna go home, which I am home, and I'm going to relax, and I'm going to piss in a jug. Good night.